So here is another session 3 practice, and I'd like you to just go through the notes on this with me. It's not anything difficult, but the more you can see, the better prepared you are. So Emma is buying a shirt for each member of her school's spirit club, 300 students. 20% of them are members of the spirit club. Emma can buy the shirts from either Company A or Company B. The cost for buying different numbers of shirts are shown in the table below. Okay. So we know that whenever we have a table, one of the first things we're going to do is find a constant of proportionality. So we're going to take 145 and see if this is constant. 145 divided by 10, 14.50. And then we're going to do the next one, 362.5 divided by 25. And we get 14.5. Okay, so I always just check. I'm going to check this one, 1450 divided by 100. Also gives me 14.5. So that is our constant of proportionality. So what does that mean? That means that it costs $14.50 per shirt. Okay, now when we look at the graph, it says that it's 5 shirts for $60. So now we're going to do shirts again. And I could maybe figure it out from the table, but look at that. What's one shirt down here? That's kind of hard to figure out. So I'm going to find a constant proportionality on that. So 5 shirts is $60, okay, and 10 shirts is 120, okay. Do we have 15? It looks like 15, but this should give us enough. So let's take 60 divided by 5. 60 divided by 5 is 12. And 120 divided by 10 is also 12. So our constant is 12. So what does this mean? That it's $12 per shirt. Okay. Now, I'm not even looking at their question yet, but I know that with the information that is given up here, I'm going to probably have to find out how much it is per shirt. Okay, which company gives Emma the better deal? Show or explain your reasoning to be sure to include the total cost. Well, the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out how many shirts we need to do in order to find out the total cost. So there are 300 people at the school, and 20% of them are part of the Spirit Club. So I'm going to find 20% of 300. So I'm going to take that times 20%. But if I have 20%, I always have to change it to a decimal. So that means I'm going to move my decimal point over 2 places, so I get 0.20. So I'm going to multiply times 0.0, and when I do that, 300 times 0.2 is 60. So I need 60 shirts. Okay, so let's see what Company A cost. Now, doesn't it make sense that Company B is going to be cheaper because it's $12 per shirt? Yes. And we could write it that way, but notice what it says. Show and explain your reasoning. Be sure to include the total cost in dollars for buying the shirts from each company. So let's just do that. Okay, we've already seen how much it is per shirt. So Company A, well, we're going to have to take 60 shirts times the cost of each shirt. For Company A, it's $14.50. So we're going to multiply. So 60 times $14.50 is $870. Now we're going to do Company B. So we're going to again take 60 shirts times $12. That's $720. Okay, so which one's the better deal? We now know it's obvious which one's the better deal. It's going to be Company B. We've seen that it's cheaper. So it says we need to show and explain. So then we've done our show and explain. Now we're just going to write a statement. So we say, Emma should, and you can say this lots of different ways. Emma should buy the shirts from Company B because the total cost is $720 compared to $870 from Company A. Okay, so we've shown our work, We found out how much it was per shirt. Okay, and we might have, on the test, since they're not going to see this work, you might want to actually do, hey, 145 divided by 10 is 1450. And we took 60 divided by, I should maybe put it down here with company B, 60 divided by 5 is equal to $12. So we can just show where did we come up with that 12 and 14, because where did that come from? That's our constant proportionality. We could even use that and show that. Good. The backside. Oh my gosh, look at this question. It is so packed in there. So much information. So let's read it. Reagan and Jordan want to purchase a new bed for their dog. All beds at Paul's Pets are 50% off. So beds, 50% off. And the reason I'm doing that is because we can't mark up the problem on a computer, so we have to be able to write it down. While they're shopping, the store announces an additional 20% off. The bed Reagan and Jordan want to buy cost, bed cost, $45 before discounts. Reagan claims that beds are now 70% off. Jordan disagrees and claims that the total discount is 70%, not 70%. Who was correct? Okay, so here we go. We have Reagan. And she says that it's 70% off. So let's take 70% off. So that'd be 0.70 times $45. That's our cost. So 0.7 times 45 gives us $31.50. Now what I could have done, okay, this is how much off. I could have just gone and found 30% because 30% is going to be what the cost is. And if I did that, I don't have to subtract. So now I'm going to take 45 minus $31.50. So 45 minus $31.50 gives us $13.50. So that would be the total cost. The way Reagan is 70% off. Jordan, on the other hand, says no, that's wrong. So he takes 50% off. So that's 0.5 times 45 gives $22.50. That also would have been the cost the other way too. So this is our cost now because it's 45% off, but if I subtract it from 45, okay, if I do it all out, notice I get $22.50. Okay, now we get to take 20% off of that. So I'm going to take 20% off of that, and I get $4.50. And so I'm going to take $22.50 minus $4.50, and I get $18. So you can see the price is not the same. Okay, so who was right? Well, the price is not the same, so that's one thing. So we have to go back to what the store said. The store said 50% off and then 20% off. Okay, so we have to take 50%, then 20% off. That is the correct one. The reason this is mathematically correct is because here, if I take 20%, I'm not taking 20% additionally off of that 45. I'm only taking it off of the $22.50. So that's the reason mathematically. But we can see we have to go by what the store says, 50% off and 20% off. So it's not 70% off. So now, who is correct? Jordan is correct. Okay? And our reasoning is, what we need to do is we need to show Reagan's 70% off total cost. Reagan's total cost is $13.50. Jordan's 50%, then 20%. Total cost, oops, can't see what I'm writing, is $18. Okay? Jordan is correct because he followed what the store specified. I could have just said what the store said okay, which is 50% off, then I can erase too. 50% off, then 20% off. Okay? Good. Well, great. I hope that helps, and it's helpful to go through both of those.